This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox 6-game road trip opening up with a clunker. A one-run loss. Another one of those one-run losses. Shouldn't have been a one-run loss. Could have tied it in the ninth inning. Thank you, Garrett Whitlock. Sox fall. 3 straight losses. Yes, they scored 2 runs. Can't score, though, in the first 7 innings of a game if you haven't noticed that of late as well. We do welcome you to our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, storyteller. I've called games from a broom closet in Bristol, Connecticut, Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan, Dodger Stadium, Target Field, Kauffman Stadium, Jacobs Field, Globe Life in Arlington, and Granger Stadium in Kinston, North Carolina. As you know, we are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as a Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to discuss the Red Sox lineup that is just anemic. Just brutal to pencil that in, day out. And guess what? On Memorial Day, the Red Sox waste another Crochet day as well. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Misery loves company. Join the conversation. Watching live with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Join the conversation. Let's try to switch it up and come with a new narrative. I don't want to hear about Alex Cora being fired. He's not going anywhere. Maybe at some point they part ways with a pitching coach or a hitting coach, but these days you don't just get rid of one, you've got to get rid of the whole group, in my opinion. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Join the Sox conversation. You can also hit me up on the X, continue the Sox and baseball conversation there at Lennox on Baseball. So the Red Sox have now scored 4 runs total and dropping a 3rd straight game. They're now 2 games under 500. They've got 5 games remaining on this road trip through Milwaukee and Atlanta.
This is what you'll be talking about.
What we talk about right now, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a first pitch into the ballgame. Garrett Crochet gives up a home run to Jackson Chourio. And maybe you were watching the game on Monday thinking, wow, it's like a mirror image. Red Sox and Brewers, very similar teams right now. Brewers with the win get to 2 games under 500. With the loss, the Red Sox are now 2 under 500 at 27 and 29. Actually, the Brewers with the win, a game under 500, 27-28. They've played a ton of games against American League clubs. Garrett Crochet, first pitch of the game, boom, home run, Jackson Chourio, it's 1-0. Red Sox do nothing, very little against Chad Patrick. Chad Patrick, he's a household name, right? 4 2/3 scoreless, throws 79 pitches, gives up a base hit to Duran, and that was it for him. DL Hall, first appearance of the season, comes in and gave up an earned run over 2 1/3. Your 2 runs in this game against the bullpen, Hall and McGill. And Connor Wong. Connor Wong's not the only answer to the Red Sox woes this season, but Connor Wong is up there in the 9th inning with the bases loaded. Duran comes through. They walk Devers intentionally to load up the bases. That tells you what opposing teams think about Connor Wong right now. You want a number of the day? I'll give you 2 of them right off the top. Connor Wong is now 0 for 19 on the season with runners in scoring position. Don't tell me hitting with runners in scoring position doesn't mean anything. It does. You know how many RBIs Connor Wong has? Thank you very much, Dave O'Brien, for this one. Nesson reference, first of the day. He does not have a single run batted in on the season. Imagine if you weren't getting the production out of the rookie, Carlos Narvaez, behind the plate, both defensively and offensively. By the way, Reese McGuire, I think, hit 2 home runs for the Reds on Saturday, former backup catcher for the Red Sox. But they leave the bases loaded in the 9th inning. Connor Wong happens to make the final out, leaving 3 runners on base. But in the bottom of the 8th inning, Garrett Whitlock, in place of Garrett Crochet, Whitlock retires the first batter, walks Contreras. Hoskins strikes out looking, 2 down. But then BC product and Massachusetts native Sam Frelick keeps the inning alive, a single first and third. Okay, Whitlock, get the job done. Leave 2 runners stranded. Durbin walks to keep the inning alive. And then Haas, little dribbler towards third. You might have known in the bottom of the 8th inning, Whitlock's giving up a run here. Right? Whitlock's going to give up a run. You get a run. Boy, Campbell reaches on a fielder's choice and picks up an RBI in the top of the 8th inning. That makes it a 2-1 game. But you knew Whitlock, at some point you came to the conclusion, Whitlock's giving up a run here in the bottom of the 8th inning, going to make it a 2-run game. And he does it with 2 outs. Haas, infield base hit. Contreras scores from third. A little cushion. And it turns out they need it. Trevor McGill, throw a lot of pitches in that top of the 9th inning. Duran, terrific at bat. Fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches, saw 100, 101, base hit. That scored Cedon Rafaela with the run that made it a 1-run game. But Connor Wong comes up there and doesn't get the job done. But either did Garrett Whitlock. Crochet, boy, the numbers with Crochet are just off the charts. One way or another. You're now 6-6 in his 12 starts this season. Another wasted Crochet day on Memorial Day. He gave up 2 runs. He worked into the 7th inning, gave up a 2-out walk. He was taken out. Tied a season high, 11 strikeouts. But this lineup right now, this lineup is just dreadful. And Lou Merloni, another Nesson reference, hey, got to find the offense. Got to find the offense. Well, good luck with that right now. Abraham Toro with a hit streak. Okay, Abraham Toro, home run, RBI knock on Sunday. The Red Sox have scored a total of 4 runs in these 3 losses. They have not scored in the first 7 innings in these first 3 losses. Nothing. Like last year, they're making a starting pitcher that is average, tick or 2 above average, making him look like Drysdale, Clemens, the lefties, Bruce Hurst. Let's get to your comments. Again, we got a lot of comments here, so let's bang through some of these. 14th 1-run loss of the season. Andruw the GOAT leads us off. Red Sox are horrible. I thought they would have a good season this year, but I guess not. Andruw, I need you to find a positive somewhere in this conversation. It's on you. There's pressure. Andruw the GOAT again. Red Sox team right now playing like Little League baseball team. Embarrassing to watch, but we're still watching it. We're still going out there. Jules, don't run Wong for Narvi again, ever, right? Hey, Carlos Narvaez, again, I'll say this probably for the 4th or 5th time. You've got to protect him too because he's 26 years old. I'm sure he's played plenty, but you want to have him. It's not just April and May. And he's had a terrific May. You want this guy. He's going to be tired in August. He's going to be tired probably in the middle of July. But you've got to protect him because, you put him in the number 3 spot, but he's still getting a bulk of the catching. And you've got to figure out how to get him off his feet once in a while. They did there. Red Sox die hard. Pathetic. Team is pathetic. Time to fire the hitting coach and pitching coach because the approach is destroying our chances to make the playoffs. They are spiraling. Make changes now. Where are you going? And again, present day, I've said this multiple times in recent conversations with people who have been in pro ball. If you fire a hitting coach present day or a pitching coach, it's almost as if, you're owning up to, hey, maybe this wasn't the right guy. But also, there's 2 or 3 assistants behind the lead hitting coach or pitching coach. I don't know that they're going anywhere. I don't know that they have it in them to do this in season. I really don't. And where are you going? Where are you going for a hitting coach? And again, Marcelo Meyer's up. He's not the savior. But he's in it now. He's in the thick of it. And there's a malaise over this team that just is not working. Where's your leadership? I put that on there. Rafi Devers, I don't know if he's a leader of this team. It makes me think back to Mookie Betts. You give Devers the big contract, there's a lot that comes with that. He's already refused to go to first base. That's part of it. But right now, is this guy in the clubhouse, hey, trying to pick guys up? Trevor Story can't be that guy right now because every at bat, he's going down like soft bleeping rain. You have no confidence right now in Trevor Story. And more importantly, when Trevor Story's at the plate, it looks like he has zero confidence as well. Zero. Where's that next home run coming from? That next extra base hit. By the way, his last extra base hit was against a position player in that lopsided win against the Orioles, who, oh, by the way, are starting to wake up. Adam Baum, frustration is an understatement. You're reaching levels of insanity expecting something different. You're not putting this big league club in the best position to win. You're not putting the manager in the best position for this team to win. This is like after the All-Star break last year. Remember, they got crushed in LA by the Dodgers. Then they got beat up, embarrassed by the Rockies at Coors Field. And then Alex Cora got a contract extension. You know why I know why Alex Cora is not going anywhere? Because he got a contract extension. I don't think they own that. And I believed at the time that was a great move for the Red Sox. And I believe in Alex Cora. I don't think they're putting the manager. And that's Craig Breslow and his people in the front office. And maybe it's ownership too. Maybe you have to say, you know what? We've got to do something here. We're going to eat Story's contract. We've got to throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. But you've got Marcelo Meyer in the big leagues right now, and he's right in the middle and observing everything going on with what this team is doing. And it's the same thing game in, game out. Can't hit with runners in scoring position and can't do it over a 7 to 12 to 14-day period. So they are what they are. They're 2 games under 500. Andruw the GOAT, you going to redeem yourself? The Red Sox team might as well have minor league baseball team. They look pathetic. Jules, playoffs question mark, playoffs question mark. We as fans need a protest. Red Sox diehard, throwing that out there. Lead it. Cody, and now the runners in scoring position issue becoming comical. Wong, now 0 for 19 with runners in scoring position. Red Sox diehard calling for changes. Yeah, start with the players. DFA, Story, Hamilton, Cedar Rafaela, take your pick. Somebody goes to the minors. Make a trade. You can't sell on Abreu right now. You can't sell on Cedar Rafaela right now. Maybe someone thinks they can, buy on them right now. What are you going to get in return? You need to get those guys are, you're going to package them, get something back in a package from another team if one or the other goes. And then Roman Anthony comes up. Maybe it's the changing of the guard right now with Bregman on the IL. You could do a lot of different things. They've chosen to do very little. Toro, Sogard, you've got so many different guys who are the same player, basically. There's nobody in this lineup right now outside of Duran and Devers. And you don't have to – you're the opposing team right now. You do not have to pitch to Rafi Devers. You saw that in the 9th inning. They were willing to walk the bases loaded with 2 down and face Connor Wong. Was it the right decision? Absolutely it was. 3 straight losses. And you lose on a day where Garrett Crochet is on the mound. Yes, he gives up a first pitch, first inning home run. But you did nothing offensively with him on the mound. Nothing. And I'm going to paint an even scarier picture for you as we look ahead for the next 2 games. Because it's TBA on Tuesday and then Bayo on Wednesday. So if you're going with an opener and you're going with a bullpen day, good luck with that with Bayo, who somehow, some way, can't go 5, can't go 6, can't go 7. That's the next 2 games that you're looking at. I painted the picture right there for you, even before the break. Think about that for a moment. Locked On Red Sox postcast talking about another disturbing 1-run loss presented by FanDuel. NBA playoffs full swing right now. Every night delivering highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to play and stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player props, performance trends, same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. New to FanDuel, perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com, place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you are going to get $200 in bonus bets. Hey, if the Knicks are down 20 again in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers, maybe you want to place a little wager there that the Knicks are going to come back and win. They did it against the Celtics in the semifinals. They did it in Game 3 in Indiana on Saturday night. I say some of that tongue-in-cheek, but you might want to consider it. Make every moment more. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right. Again, you got TBA, and this is Richard Fitz is potentially potentially there to start on Tuesday. Maybe the wheels are in action right now, but it still bothers me on how they played out the whole Marcelo Meyer thing on Saturday. He's in AAA. They've got a doubleheader at Worcester. He's got to be between games en route from Worcester to Boston, and then he's in the lineup on Saturday for Game 2. This isn't about documentaries. This isn't about the moments in the clubhouse with the AAA manager of, hey, you're going up to the big leagues. They could have put him up. They could have had him in Boston earlier in the day. So now if you're thinking about it on Memorial Day Monday, if somehow Richard Fitz starts for this team, and maybe he is the sort of the opener, maybe he gives you 3 innings on Tuesday, but he should already be in Milwaukee. He shouldn't be traveling tonight or tomorrow on Tuesday to start and be in the game on Tuesday for the Red Sox. I don't know. Maybe they announced it on Nesson. Maybe Alex Cora in his postgame after the series opening loss against the Brewers in Milwaukee. By the way, it'll always be Miller Field to me. American Family Ballpark. Okay. But Fitz should already be en route if he's the option. But then you have Bayo, who just can't give you 5. Can't even give you 5, let alone a quality outing and going 6 and giving up 3 earned runs or less. What is wrong with the Red Sox, really? Andruw the GOAT. Andruw the GOAT, it's a little bit of everything. This right now, I mean, from the second after the All-Star break, and Lou Merloni actually mentioned it. They were 9-10 games above 500 at the All-Star break last year, then went downhill quickly. Out of the gate after the All-Star break, that was a rough road trip through LA and Colorado. So, again, this isn't just through Memorial Day, which is, the quarter pole of the season. Now you look at July 4, then you look at September and Labor Day. But on Memorial Day Monday, you have no faith in this team. 0. There's no consistency. They're a 500 team. Right now, they're 2 under 500. There's nothing in this lineup outside of Duran and Devers that shows you anything in terms of consistently. There's not a single guy in the lineup from Monday that you can make a case to say, hey, we got to do something here. Meyer's just up, so take him out. Hamilton could go down. Raffaella could go down. There's got to be an eye-opener. Christian Campbell, scuffling. Continues to get pounded in, fought off a pitch, got the barrel there, and had a base hit late. But from a veteran of Story to Campbell, it's the lineup right now. But then again, you're battling Andruw the GOAT, and in that 8th inning, Garrett Whitlock gives up a run to make it a 3-1 game. Then you get a run in the 9th, but Connor Wong doesn't come through. You could make a handful of different moves. You could throw a dart at the dartboard. Okay, that's what we're doing. No one would object to any of these moves. And if they DFA somebody or they send a guy down to AAA, I don't know there's anyone in this lineup right now, or anyone really, there's a handful of relievers too, that would go to another team and come back and haunt you. Think about that. Think about if you let a guy go. And there's multiple candidates where a big league organization might be afraid that, hey, we're going to let this guy go for nothing, and he's going to go somewhere and he's going to come back and haunt us. Gamble with that one. So Andruw the GOAT, what's wrong? A lot. But again, I don't think they're putting Alex Cora and this team in the best spot to compete and win games. They're competing, but they're not winning games. They're not. And this is not an easy series against Milwaukee. They're scrapping. They're fighting. They've got a lot of young bats in the lineup. You're not going to see Quinn Priester, who you traded earlier in the year for the future. Just a dude. Just a dude. Just a dude. Just a dude. Status quo is not sustainable. No, it's not. You're right. Yeetski. I believe Yeetski and Just a Dude might be first-timers. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Just a Dude, you might have been here before. Yeetski, I would have remembered that. Long season, yes, it is, but this is brutal. Absolutely. You're 2 for 2 there. What can you do? Just keep supporting best we can. Bring up the kid. Roman Anthony's next at some point, but again, you're going to subject him to what this is right now. It's a losing culture in that clubhouse. It's a clubhouse right now of guys simply, hey, happy to be here. No, you have to produce. Again, Christian Campbell, it's unacceptable. You're losing him for the season. He had a good April. Yes, he was player of the month or rookie of the month for April. That's a long time ago now. Ethan, should we rebuild and how should we do it? It's not a rebuild. It's not. I don't think you close the door on this season because they can easily go on a hot streak. Have they shown any of us where we should be confident that's going to happen? No, it's not. I've been calling for a good 2-week stretch for a long time now with the start of the season. You can't even get a good week. And I've said this before. It's like in my household with 2 teenage boys. It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's the way this team is right now. Where's a good 2-week period where everyone feels good leaving the clubhouse after a big win? This would have been a huge win. Didn't get it. Did not get it. Red Sox diehard. Ownership has to send players down and fire the hitting and pitching coaches to make a statement. Let them know this is not okay. Hey, I don't like calling for people's jobs. Would it open up some eyes? I don't know that it even gives you the result that you want. You fire Peter Fatsi, I don't know that present-day players are going to, in any way, shape, or form. They know it. They may know it's coming. Paul Skeens basically said when the Pirates fired their manager a few weeks ago, yeah, somebody had to be held accountable. Well, first and foremost, the 25, 26 guys in the clubhouse need to hold themselves accountable. And this has gone on too long. And I'm just talking, we're supposed to be talking about the game, and we did. Devers, 3 walks. Again, that on-base percentage right now is .409. The on-base percentage is going to be great for Rafi Devers. He's just going to walk a ton. They're just not going to pitch to him. And he doesn't chase, which is good because that's how you end up back in a batting slump. Brandon, time to bring up Roman Anthony. Again, you got one in Meyer. Now, I'm fine with it. But understand, you're going to have bumps in the roads here. I don't think it's selling out the season. But you're also putting these guys in a clubhouse where they need to have leaders. And Trevor Story, I'm sorry right now, based on where his average is at over the last now 4, almost 5+ weeks, he can take you to dinner and talk to you. But that guy's got a lot on his mind right now. Game 2 of the series, I believe we are TBA for the Red Sox on Tuesday. And watch Adam Savali go out there and pitch like an ace for the Milwaukee Brewers. It could easily happen. One more from Red Sox diehard. Gotta show respect for Bregman sticking with the team, whether injured. Man is a real man. Hey, I love Alex Bregman. I do. I really do. I've always admired him. I know the stuff that happened on with the Astros, but I always follow that up by saying the Astros weren't the only team that did it. They got caught. They got hit hard. Okay? Maybe they could have been hit harder. But Bregman, yeah. I mean, Altuve, the guys who have played in Houston, we'll see what Bregman does. He'll be back in the lineup at some point, but, Ethan, we checked in, and that one sticks with me. And I'm not pointing Ethan out here, who comes on with us pretty much almost an everydayer. But he said 10 games under 500 when he comes back. I hope that's not the case. This has got to happen somewhere. And even if they had won on Monday, we'd say, okay, this has to be sustainable for a couple of weeks. This isn't feel good one day and then lose 2 out of 3 in the series. But you drop the opener to the Brewers. TBA and Bayo the next 2. That's painting a bleak picture for you. But I'll tell you this, we're going to be on with you because, as I said in the open, misery loves company. That's where we're at right now. You think it's going to happen at the beginning of a homestand or at the end of a 10-game homestand where you go 5-5. I was thinking maybe you'd wake up to something Monday morning. Didn't happen. Now, does it not happen until you get back after the Atlanta series on Sunday? Hey, it's time to do something. Maybe it's just we've got to do something because this is basically insane. And if I would, I'd turn around and bang my head on the wall for all of us. The good news, we're back at it. We are back at it, just like the Red Sox. We'll be on within minutes of the final out, game 2 of the series. Hopefully the Sox can even up the series at a game apiece. And right now it seems like they're going to have to do it with smoke and mirrors if they can get there somehow, some way. As always, we want to acknowledge our sponsors. This time, just one, FanDuel. Appreciate it very much. And of course, by supporting our sponsors, you are supporting us with Locked On as well. We do thank you for being on board with on this Memorial Day. They did a wonderful thing. 7th inning, God bless America, and around baseball, a moment of observance for those who have fallen during the course of our nation's history in our armed services. Veterans Day is in November, Memorial Day on this Memorial Day. Please take a moment to remember families that have lost loved ones serving our wonderful country. Locked On Red Sox, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, win or lose, every day.